Last week, a 61-year-old woman carrying her own granddaughter via a surrogacy pregnancy gave birth in a Nebraska hospital. Cecil Elledge carried her gay son's daughter to term. The 6-pound baby girl was conceived through in vitro fertilization with her son Matthew's sperm and his husband's sister's eggs. And then it goes on from there explaining. Okay, so that's all you need to know. So it's a woman who carried her son's child, which was conceived with his sperm and his husband's sister's eggs. So her son had a baby with her husband's sister, and she carried the child to term. All right, we're caught up now. That's what's going on, if you're keeping track at home. It may not shock you to learn that I am not necessarily ready to applaud this kind of arrangement. In fact, this would seem, how does this not qualify as incestuous? You're having your son's semen and his husband's sister's eggs implanted inside you, and you're carrying your son's baby. And these are, I guess this is the point we take from this. These are the kinds of extraordinary lengths that two men have to go to in order to have children. But even then, the two men still cannot really have children. This baby is not the son's husband's child. This is the child of the son and his husband's sister. So when you read in the media reports about how, two gay men had a baby through surrogacy, well, no, they didn't really have a baby. They can't. It's impossible. That's not what happened here. You really can't get around nature. And, that should tell you something about sex and gender, shouldn't it? That no matter how progressive we get, no matter how much we reject the proper natural order of things, still, when it comes down to it, if you want to make a baby, you need a woman and a man to do it. So as much as we hear about biological sex being, now it's not just gender that's fluid anymore, remember that. It's biological sex is also a construct. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, really? Well, then why is it that there is no possible way for two men to have a baby unless they enlist the help of, unless they farm the job out to women to take care of some of the really necessary steps involved? Why is it? As much as we want to say that, it's biological sex, it's not even a thing anymore. Yeah, but, every single baby that has ever been conceived in the history of the world, or that ever will be conceived, is conceived by a man and a woman. And you could, man and woman, you don't have to say man and woman, you could call them whatever you want to call them. It doesn't matter. Thing one and thing two, whatever you want to call them, it's just, these are two distinct entities, two different types of people with different but complementary reproductive systems, and you need that in order to make a baby, which tells you that biological sex is, when you've got to go to those lengths to get around biological sex, that tells you, I think, that biological sex is definitely still a thing, and it matters.